Hey everybody, welcome back to another pointless episode of nothing more than it's just a chat. That's all this is.
Carl Huxtable did need to be a fat cop.
I don't think he did, but also that was the actor. You know what I mean? Do you think that they told him to put on weight for the role?
Yeah, I would like to think that. They said we need a cop, and he just panicked.
And he took it upon himself to be like, "Oh, I gotta gain 45 pounds for this."
Yeah.
All right. So my name is Jacob Bellucci, but it's spelled JCB.
Okay. My name is Tom. Don't call me anything else because I probably will forget.
Okay. I don't know why you'd forget your own name, but that makes all right.
I've been some places, tried some things.
Where'd you try?
Apples. Pretty foreign.
From where?
From not New York.
Where are you from, Tom? Where were you born?
Hey, we don't need to give all our personal information.
Oh, I'm just asking. I think our audience should know more about us. Oh, by the way, audience, we have a new. If this sounds worse or better, it's because we have new recording equipment because we're moving up in the world.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments or our email, which also we need to start plugging more.
Yeah.
It's justachatpod@gmail.com, and it's still too long. It's still too long of an email, and I hate saying it every time.
Well, it's for we know the true people. Like, if they're able to type in the whole thing, I'm like, oh, they must be meaning some business.
That's true. Also, we're probably going to have some social media accounts, hopefully by this time, and if not, then, we don't.
Yeah.
But if we do, it's probably something similar to that.
We could probably start off as a thing that just says, oh, retweet for good luck or something like that.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, but just
Could we be the people who anytime that there's a death, we say how much that person meant to us, even though we never met them, and then also we
just go through the obituary files?
Yeah, and then also we say one like on our post gets one prayer.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me about that is, number one, it's bullshit and you're being selfish and you're an asshole.
And you never get to dislike.
Well, you gotta dislike it. But number two is why is it one like equals one prayer?
Yeah.
You set the system up. Why don't you say one like equals a billion prayers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why does it gotta be so, like, the ratio, why does it have to be so crappy?
Well, I just thought of a new tweet that I'm going to have. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, that's thievery.
Oh, totally right here.
No, this is our podcast, man.
Yeah.
All these ideas are ours as a community.
Yeah.
Tom and Jacob.
I'm going to be like, oh, LOL, I'm about to take my final. One light equals 1 million prayers or something like
that. Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. I stole your idea. You see, being in college teaches you how to, like, take enough of an idea to make it your own.
That's true. I wouldn't know because they won't let me in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not true. I lied. I don't like lying to you guys. You're my friends. You're the only people that really matter to me. And I'm not talking to Tom. I'm talking to the audience directly.
Shit hurts sometimes.
Well, Tom,
I understand it's the truth. I understand it's the truth.
Look, man, I'm just saying if you put in more work in this relationship, you'd get more out of it.
That sounds like I'm doing work for myself then.
Tom's a good guy. Tom does nice things for me. I don't do nice things for him. This is a very one-sided relationship me and Tom have.
I like to keep it that way.
I'm giving him what he wants, though.
Yeah.
I'm not being selfish.
Yeah, because, like, if I was to receive stuff, I get awkward. I'll be like, oh, shit, someone cares about me. And then I'll lose it because that'd be too much pressure. Now I gotta be the biggest guy in the room.
Yeah, how do you, because you're a bigger guy, you're muscular, you're tough looking. How does it feel to often be the strongest looking guy in the room?
I constantly feel like I need to eat nails. And I don't like nails.
Just have them in your pocket?
Yeah.
Just so when people make eye contact, you can just take a bite?
Yeah, first of all, it was for safety. First of all. Because...
Like to have the nails?
Yeah.
Just in case something's loose? You see some loose wood?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, let me get that for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But you don't have a hammer, so you just slap it with your bare palm into the wood.
Or I just use it to scare people like, you see this nail?
Yeah.
And then I'm like...
Why does your voice change?
Well, I gotta be Batman.
Okay.
Well, Batman, they're like, you gotta put on a character to lose your mind, you know?
Okay.
That's why most psychotics have multiple personalities, because once they get in that mode...
You think they're just really good actors?
Yeah, they're really good actors.
So you're saying there is no split personality, they're just meant to be...
Yeah.
They're just thespians.
Yeah, they were born to be an actor. but no one will let them outlet. No one won't give them the art or creativity.
That's
and we
true.
need more art in school, people.
So what you want to do? You want to encourage
Yeah.
them. You want to. So you find a person who has split personality.
Yes.
And then you learn one of like the split personality is into whatever knitting
Yeah.
and eating birthday cake all the time.
Yeah. You gotta feed that hoe.
So then
Put that on camera.
right. So then you develop a play around them.
Yes.
Right. So you make them the main character, and then you're like,
You
so where
want to
could
go
this
to
person
a
live?
freaking crazy house and find some people and start making like community plays?
Do I want to do that? I don't know if is that
All right,
allowed.
first
Is
off,
that,
we're doing good community service.
That's
and
true.
We could lie so hard, but
would
really,
we pay them?
no. This is just for us to have fun writing. Be like, all right, we got this bozo over here.
Okay, already. No, I'm out. we can't call them bozos.
Well, we're not gonna call them that to their faces because it's multiple.
I don't want to say it at all.
Oh, okay. Well, we're saying it once right here,
Okay.
but we'll never say it again.
How about you say it?
Okay.
And then whenever you say it, I call you out on it and I say, don't say that.
Yeah, to make you seem like a good person.
To make me seem like a good guy. But then on the inside, I'm like, I'm glad somebody said it. Because I was thinking it.
Some wackadoos. Or, oh, ho. You know, some
Yeah,
words.
you gotta go oh-ho-ho.
Or-
Instead of action, that's what you say.
Yeah.
Oh-ho-ho. And the actors know. I don't know. I mean, that does kind of sound... The idea of, like, having a community...
Outreach program.
Right, but for, like,
Crazy.
people in, like, mental hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, to where they can act and
Yeah, just
sing and play instruments.
Yeah, just put a bunch of normal people around them and
Yeah.
develop the play around them.
I don't like that you keep saying normals and crazy. You definitely can't be the spokesperson for this because you're using all the wrong words. But also, you're not meaning it to be bad person. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're just the guy who doesn't know all the right words, and that's America,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
And the rest of the world is just a really nice lady. I'm trying to impress. And I'm working so hard,
Yeah.
but I keep on messing up. But one of these days I'll get it right, and you'll be really amazed.
Am I the lady?
America's the lady.
Oh, I thought the rest of the world was the lady. It's two ladies.
America's the rest of the world.
So the only thing that exists is America.
That's what I like to think.
Okay.
That's why I go to bed telling myself.
Do you feel safer that way?
Yes.
How would you? What do you? Because here, this is real. I'm afraid to travel because I feel like someone's gonna shoot me and stab me and rob me.
Okay.
Okay. But I know that that's not rational. I know that people, most people
Because
around
America
the world
has most of the guns in the world.
Yeah, and I'm gonna bring them all with me. No, but most people around the world are good people.
Yeah.
They're good. They all just kind of want to live their own lives and just kind of stay out of people's way and be happy and have good times with their family. You know what I mean?
The worst probably thing they do is probably not wear deodorant
Yeah, which
or be foreign.
that's awful. That's inexcusable. You should be from wherever I'm from.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not even from this country, you should be,
Yeah.
you should be. At least pretend.
Yeah.
No, that's a joke. Anyways, though. Yeah, so I think I would die if I left. But that's dumb because I could die here the same. Like, the level of risk is the same if I stay or if I go.
Yeah.
So do you feel that inside? Do you have that same feeling like you want to travel but you can't because...
It's expensive.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's a different reason.
Yeah,
But that's a good reason.
no, it's not. It's not. No, I don't think about that. I'm pretty sure other countries there's more friendlier people. And people are more honest. Like, they'll walk up to you and say, hey, I'm probably going to kill you later. You better get ready.
Oh, man.
They'll give you, you'll be like, oh, man.
That would really throw me off. Because I'd be like, do I train or do I leave? Like, I got to pack my suitcase.
I mean,
but
they're giving you the option at that point.
I'd probably try to get a couple friends.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I really want friends.
A little gang and
Yeah.
accidentally turns into a revolt against the government.
That's the only reason why I want friends is to back me up in a street fight and then also to start a revolt against the government. But I want loud friends so that they get in trouble and I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the squawk. They'll be like, "Rah!"
Okay. I want pterodactyls as friends. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
I couldn't do a proper noise because you told me about bleeding people's ears.
Right. And when you did that and you muted it, I was proud of you, and I want you to know
It's
that.
been a lot of work, people. I'm slowly getting better. I hate that.
But also, I like the energy you bring,
Yeah.
and I think the people like the energy you bring, but we don't know because you guys gotta let us know. Let
Yeah.
us know in the comments. Let us know in our email. Also, just send us. We're problem solvers.
Yeah.
We solved the problem at the very beginning. We solved mental health right away, without even trying.
Acting.
Make them act.
Yeah.
Let them be creative with their life.
Yeah. First of all, it'll make it okay to laugh at them then.
Okay.
Because obviously
not laugh at them, but
yeah, because we'll tell them it's a comedy,
okay.
and they'll know to be funny,
Okay.
and then it's okay.
Right. So I'm not on his team,
Yeah.
people. I'm not. Whenever Tom does something to get in trouble, that's Tom. All right. That's not Jacob. Jacob is just a well-meaning youngster.
I speak backwards. It's not like Yoda. It's like I say the worst thing possible first, and then I finish up what I really meant.
Okay. You got to whittle it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I realized what I said. Like, oh shit, I said that. I need to clean this up. It's more like, oh, I haven't finished talking. You haven't let me make this worse yet.
That's true. I should just let you go. And I notice myself.
But it's fun when you stop me because I just love it.
I notice that I do
like
that
I stabbed
a lot.
the person.
You stab somebody?
With love.
Okay. All right, that was good whittled down because it didn't mean anything of what the first sentence was. But yeah, I notice half of my role here or whatever is to be like, oh, that's not what you mean, right? You're saying something not what your mouth said.
Yeah.
Your heart is trying to speak, but your mouth is like, I'll say something else.
My mouth is a dirty whore.
Right.
It's been all over the place. I don't really mean this time. It's just a mess, man. I think so many good things and then like so much bad comes out this hoe. It's been getting me in trouble since I was 1.
Do you think it's because you think bad things and you
Yes.
really want to say them?
Yeah.
But in your brain, you're like, I shouldn't say that. But as you think I shouldn't say that, your mouth is already saying it.
Yeah. But I know, but the other half of my brain is like, come on, wait, that's too much information.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. The package has been sent.
Yeah, I'm often at war with my own body. It's mostly work related, food related, and like probably sleep related.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anything that I should do to better me, my body's like, I just don't want to do that.
It's probably because you didn't have enough positive reinforcement as a child. You didn't get enough yeses. But that's some vegan. Oh no, I can't.
I could have used more hugs.
No, that's not the problem. You needed more yeses. Your parents saying yes.
I feel like my parents probably they didn't say yes or no.
Yeah.
I think if they said one or the other, it would be no more. But I think they were more like, I don't care. Go live your life.
I'm gonna make sure to say yes or no.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Do you whenever you think about having kids, first of all, how many kids do you want?
As many as possible.
Really?
Without child support. As many as possible without child support.
So all from one mother or just like all across the world?
As many as possible without child support.
Same thing with the women?
Yes.
Okay. So you're just never going to wear a condom?
Yeah, that'd be the dream. But I know there's STDs. And raising a child.
Well, you would spread them. Because you're trying to have sex with everybody, so you would be the issue. It's not like you have to worry about it. People have to get a vaccine for you.
I have a new one. It'll be called Zeke. Not Zika, just Zeke.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, that already sounds like a virus. Okay. What would happen to him? What would the Zeke do to people?
Just itching.
Itching?
Yeah.
Bloated kidneys?
No, just random itching. Like you'll wake up one more, it'll be like a rash. And it'll travel up your foot, your leg. And it'll just be the size of a baseball. It'll just keep on going to all these places on your body.
Oh, but it stays the same size.
It stays the same.
It doesn't travel up your body. It just like moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can wake up in any spot any morning and you just be like tempted to scratch that spot all the time.
Oh no.
Maybe it'll be on your junk. Maybe it'll be on your left toe in your shoe when you gotta wear shoes all day.
So it's different every day?
Yeah. It changes. It moves every 24 hours. You know.
Just to a random spot.
Yeah. Like
okay.
It has a 1 hour of the day. It's just intense, unbearable.
Okay.
But that's just it.
And it's the size of a baseball?
It sounds like baseball.
Oh my god. Is there a cure?
Let's say there.
Don't have sex with you is the cure. Alright, but it was already too late.
Yeah, and cannot be passed down through the baby.
That's good.
It's not bad, but it's pretty bad.
So are you worried, because you're a scientist, you're working on this?
Hopefully.
You're planning, like you've got the chemicals halfway there?
Because the itch cream business has been going down since kids stopped using itchy powder as a prank.
Is that who hired you?
Yes.
The itching? They're like, we gotta find a way to get America to scratch. And then you're like, I'll take it one step further, I'll get the world to scratch. By having sex with all their women.
And
maybe a couple men.
Sex is the greatest motivation for most people. That's what made people do stupid stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's only two questions that have ever really mattered to humanity. And those two questions are, can I eat it or can I fuck it? And that's how everything has been built and survived.
Yeah.
Since humanity, like, I mean, you know, when the first human saw something,
yeah,
that was the first two things in its mind.
It was probably one of the first things that Adam asked, like, what I do?
Yeah. Can I eat it or can I fuck it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then God just seen him like, bro, he's about to fuck this animal.
Yeah, he's like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Let me make something that kind of looks like him.
Before you make it okay. Still going over there trying to fuck the animal.
Do you think it's almost it's almost incestuous to say, like, to not want to fuck an animal? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to be like, oh, no, like, I want to have sex, but I want to have sex with something that looks almost exactly like me, but not all the way.
I would like to remind everybody, we do not condone bestiality.
Or incest, or anything that's illegal that harms something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without consent.
But also...
we gotta answer these questions.
Yeah, I mean, we're just talking. We're just having a chat.
Yeah.
We're not saying to go out and do this or even not to do it, even though you shouldn't probably.
Most likely.
Get consent.
Please.
But you can't get a consent from an animal.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone on record saying this, and I'll stick to it. It's not okay for you to have sex with the animal, but if the animal has sex with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's up.
It's up there. It's a heavy.
Like, that's explainable. You could be like, oh, the horse pushed me down and he just got on top of me and I just had to.
I thought it was safer not to move.
Right. I thought it was like a bear, like play dead and stick your ass up. And then the park ranger says, no, that's not it. That's not. You weren't supposed to lube it up.
Well, Dale, I only lubed it because he was getting stuck.
Yeah, I was trying to get him out of me.
Yeah.
So this is the portion of the podcast where it gets way too fucking hot in this car. And we got to make some decisions. So either I'm going to turn the car on, or we're going to open the doors for a little bit. Because it's way too hot.
I don't know. I think I finally got that layer of sweat.
Well, you're wearing shorts.
Where I'm cool.
You're wearing shorts, but you are wearing a long sleeve for no reason.
I tried to help, you know. That's why I was like, he's probably going to wear short sleeves. I'll mix it up.
Okay. Yeah, we're wearing the opposites of clothing.
Ooh, she has a pink plate.
It's too hot, man. So what should we do? Should we pause this podcast? Let's see what time we're at. We're at... No idea. Doesn't tell us. Cool. Use the palm?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's fill air so it doesn't just...
So, make sure you're always getting consent, people. I don't know how important that is.
It's very important.
And when you're traveling outside the country, wear a condom just because they'll be amazed by the technology.
Yeah, wear a condom while you're in customs.
Yeah.
At the airport. Just have a condom on.
Because they're going to try to grab your junk, bro. It's not right.
It's not working.
Oh, man. All right. Do you think Santa's done being fat? Because he doesn't need to be fat anymore.
I've always wondered why they made him fat. Is it because he's cold? Like, you got to be
big for the winter?
Big for the winter? Or is it because he's always eating cookies? Also, is that the only day he eats cookies? Because I feel like, you got one cheat day. You know what I mean? So what if he's just really working hard on his diet the rest of the year and he's like, honey, it's tradition. I gotta eat these cookies. I'm sorry. So what do you think? What do you think his workout regimen would be?
Eating fruits and vegetables.
It's not a workout regimen. Getting the fruits and vegetables is like you have to gardening. Climbing the tree.
The calories that you burn thinking about eating a fruit.
Yeah. Close to zero.
It's probably like two calories.
Fruit has so much sugar in it.
Yeah, but it's good sugar.
You know what, dude? The fact that food tastes good proves that God exists.
Yeah.
Okay? But the fact that bad food tastes the best proves Satan exists. Okay? And he's winning. All right? Because
he's winning with you.
Yeah, he is. He is. I'm on his side. Thank you, Satan. No, I don't know. I'm just saying that.
You're just afraid some strawny dude's gonna be like, you're welcome.
I don't know. What do you think? Should we talk about religion while I turn the car on because it's too hot?
No, we find ourselves in the heat.
It feels like hell. So, what if that's what hell was? Like it's not fire, like you're not in pain, but it's just too hot to be comfortable, and you're always kind of sweaty
and sticky. You can't sit down on anything,
and your clothes don't feel good on you anymore.
That would drive me insane.
Yeah, that's what. Honestly, I feel like
you can never get used to it because he could just make it slightly hotter.
Yeah, I feel like hell is always. It'd be more of an inconvenience, because to be tortured for eternity.
You'll look forward to some stuff.
Yeah, eventually your brain would convince yourself like I'm into it.
Yeah.
But being inconvenienced, it's not enough to make you be like I'll be a different person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just like, oh fuck again. And it's always bullshit. Like your shoes are a little too small.
Yeah.
But they look okay, so you want to keep them and wear them. Your car never starts up the first time. And sometimes even on the second time, it goes gung, 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 and then it doesn't do it.
Gotta get out. You open the hood. You check everything. Like everything looks fine.
Everything's fine.
You get back in. It turns on, and you left the hood on open outside.
Right.
And now you gotta close it.
You gotta get back out. But your thing is you put it in drive.
Yeah.
So it starts rolling as you got out to close the thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta run back in.
The door slams on your pinky or something like that, and you just gotta
Yeah. Every time something doesn't work, and you go and you tell someone, you're like, hey, this thing's not working, and they go do it, it works immediately for them.
And you're always late to work.
Always late to work. But like 3 minutes late.
Yeah.
So it's not late enough to where you're gonna lose your job, but it is late enough to where they're like, Randy, you gotta show up on time. And you're like, dude, I'm trying. And your tie's always loose and wet for some reason. It's dipped in some kind of sauce, even though you hadn't eaten today.
You can't even get a coffee because your coffee's just always spilling.
It's always too hot and always too full, and it's never what you ordered.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And there's a line. There's a line everywhere. There's a line in the bathroom. There's a line at the grocery store. There's a line for anything.
And then it always seems to be that one person that just got everything together.
Yeah.
And you're just wondering. How?
They're always ahead of you, too.
Yeah.
They're the guy who gets the last drink of what you wanted.
Yeah.
They're the guy who has the car, or the girl who has the car that you want.
You go to the water cooler, and you think to get a cup, and then you see, like it's empty now. So you got to change the water cooler.
You got to change it, even though they got the last one.
Good, yeah.
Because you know what it was? You got like a sip.
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh, you emptied it. You got to change it.
Yeah.
And you get the last thing of toilet paper, but it's just one square.
Yeah.
So you end up having to use the cardboard part. You ever done that?
No, not yet. You're scaring me about this hell.
Either. I haven't either. I've definitely thought about it. I'm like, yeah, let's use it. And I think I might have done it once, even though I had another toilet paper roll there, just to be like, let's see how it works.
Yeah, why you have the chance?
Right. Like if I'm ever in the emergency situation where I don't have the
not to try the stupid idea.
Because it won't work. And let me tell you, it doesn't work.
It smears?
It's not good.
Okay.
It's not absorbent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It just makes things slick. It's more of a building material than a than cleaning product.
I'm glad to know that. Do socks work? Because I heard,
Socks?
Yeah, I heard people,
I've never used my sock.
people like they'll take their socks off
Yeah.
and use their socks. You know, that's just a one time, and then you just throw your socks on the ground, and just kind of forget about.
I mean, if I was in the woods, I mean, even then, I don't know, maybe.
Well,
If I was in the woods, but I know I'd be home probably like in a couple days,
Yeah.
I'd probably use my socks.
Okay.
But if I was in the woods and I'm like, oh, I'm probably trapped on the island forever, I'd have to adjust to leaves eventually. So
Yeah.
I would just start with leaves.
Socks are very important.
You gotta have something.
Yeah, this is probably like your only that's your emergency blanket. Like you just hold in something like
I'd rather use the sleeves in my shirt than my socks.
wow,
Yeah. Because you don't really need sleeves.
wow,
You don't. I mean, sleeves are just kind of fashion statements, you know?
wow.
Yeah.
Sleeves,
Like on a t-shirt, what are the sleeves doing?
they're not doing that.
They're not doing nothing.
On a long sleeve shirt, I understand, but on the t-shirt, you got me there.
Yeah. They're just kind of there to hide your shoulders.
Yeah,
Because if you don't wear them, you kind of look like an asshole.
yeah, and then like side boob for guys and girls, but it looks good on everybody. Everybody looks a little side boob, but you do look like an asshole.
Well, I feel like women can wear tank tops without really, like, no one's gonna be like, oh, look at that. But if a dude wears a tank top and he's a little in shape, you look like a meathead.
Yeah,
Especially if you have a backwards hat, you look like you have roofies in your pocket.
you can never. It's so hard for guys. You get judged on the way you dress all the time.
I think it's hard for everybody, man.
Yeah, it probably is. Like, girls, y'all get the thing, like, where it's like, you're a whore, you know, that word. But, like, with guys, they're like, oh, that guy's a dipshit, shitbag, you know.
I think I'd rather be called a dipshit shitbag than a whore.
They couldn't say that word in that
Wow.
sentence.
You've said much worse
I know.
in the
it's-
beginning of this podcast.
It didn't feel right.
Okay, that's fair. You gotta trust your heart.
Yeah.
And that's what I think the trick to racism is. You know? Because here's the thing. Whenever someone says something that comes off as racist to everybody, if they can say it
With their heart.
with their heart rather than, like, with hatred.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing, dude. When people say stuff like, that's my ninja, or that's my nibba, I think that's the most racist shit
Scary,
ever.
if anything.
That's more racist than just saying the N-word.
They're like, I want to call you that.
That's what I'm saying.
So bad.
Yeah, they're like, I'm saying it and I'm meaning it, but you can't get me in trouble because I'm not using those exact noises.
It's like when you're like, if a brother grabs your hand and hits you in the face and say, hey, I'm not hitting you. Why you keep hitting yourself? Why you keep hitting yourself?
You mean brother or brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't understand the reference, so I just had to. And now we're going to turn the car off. And there you go. And that was the segment of let's cool this shit down. Because it was way too hot.
I think we got kind of high in Frisco as soon as it started cooling down. Start getting cocky.
Yeah. We were like, we're on top of the world now.
Yeah.
There is a breeze. There is life inside of us.
We just got
Let's see what the... We're checking the time, folks. I'm sorry. I got to pick it up every time.
It's beautiful backgrounds.
Thank you. I took them myself.
For real?
No.
Oh,
It comes on the phone.
swear.
Yeah.
Who took those pictures?
I think they're not real.
Roger Rabbit. Nah, I hear you.
Okay.
Well, how did Roger Rabbit end up with Jessica Jones? We'll never know.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica Jones is the superhero
Oh, yeah.
who's an alcoholic
And high.
and a private investigator.
Yeah. Bro, PI sounds like a badass job.
Being a PI.
Yeah. Just following people legally?
I mean, every time that you see them, they don't look happy.
I know
They're always people who have had something horrible happen to them. Like their family is dead, or they killed their family, or someone else killed their someone. They don't have family.
Yeah.
If you're a private investigator, your family has been murdered, or you have lost them.
So what? Why?
Like they left you.
Where's all the happy families like, oh, bye, honey, I'm about to go chase these people?
They don't exist.
They don't.
Dog the bounty hunter. You got to be a bounty hunter, which, by the way, is an insane job that it does exist. Like, I feel like if you...
Especially in America, where we have a police that works so hard.
Sure.
Most of the time.
But if you're a bounty hunter...
When they're not playing basketball with the youth. That's not your job.
But that's nice, though.
Get back on the street. No.
They got to do that so that people don't think of them as monsters. If Frankenstein would play basketball every now and then, you'd be like, he's not so bad.
Yeah. Look at him hoop.
Yeah. He can't really do a dunk, but he can do a layup pretty easily
Yeah.
because he's 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
But he's dead people.
Yeah.
So maybe he has like a basketball player's like shoulder.
Yeah.
So he can really get that hook.
Just playing that that whistle song from the Harlem Globe Trotters. Just like
He probably has some of the Harlem Globe Trotter inside of him. He's probably got like their left foot or something.
that's a good left foot.
I think so. It's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a human Globetrotter's left foot luckier than a rabbit's left foot?
Well, there's a lot of rabbits, and there's not enough Harlem Globetrotter, so I think it's more lucky just because it's more rare.
Yeah.
Also, I've never seen a rabbit fake out, a grown man. Well, that's not true. I feel like rabbits they could actually probably do that pretty easily. They're really quick. I don't know, man. I like the Harlem Globetrotters. First of all, change your name because it's too hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
But I like them because they're just so disrespectful to the other teams.
Yeah, they are. They have so much attitude when they get on
Yeah.
the court. They're like, I got out the NBA for this.
Well, I mean, they're like the rodeo clowns of basketball, so they just fuck with you the whole time.
Yeah.
So they put like their balls on strings, so they act like they're passing it, and then
Yeah.
it's like a yo-yo, and they bring it back, and they make you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And I like how disrespectful that is, because the other team has trained so hard to get here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In high school, in college, they just played, and they're like, finally, I'm drafted to a team. I'm making money. Sometimes it gets televised. We're doing this.
Yeah.
And then now you got to play the Harlem Globetrotters.
Which are the legendary black basketball players.
Yeah. And then they're gonna throw like a sweat rag in your face
Yeah.
to like blind you as they dunk and then put their nuts on the back of your neck. And then you're like, this is not what I envisioned when I imagined myself being on the court.
Just have random 7 foot tall people. Just gotta play against them. And
Literally just stepping over them.
Yeah.
Putting their left foot over your right shoulder.
Dick in the face, like
Right.
7 foot, 7 inches.
And
obviously,
the
in the
dick,
face.
the dick has like clown makeup on
Yeah.
or something.
Just
A little afro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slaps you in the face. You know you got the makeup and the afro.
Yeah, you got it. That's how you know. Like whenever they interview them after the game, he's just got the stain across his lip to his ear.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh man, we gave it 110% while we were out there. These Harlem Globetrotters, they just came out, they really played, they got good teamwork.
Yeah.
And then she the whole time she's just staring, the announcer's just staring at the stain, and he knows it and he feels it, but he can't be verbally aggressive on camera. But he takes it out on his family. And he kills them and then he becomes a private investigator. And that's his backstory. Was that the Harlem Globetrotters humiliated him and caused him to murder the ones he loved. Because his son was like... Because his son watched the game, and it was the first game that his son ever came to.
Oh.
And he rooted for the Harlem Globetrotters. He's like, Daddy, can I get their autograph? And he's like, that's the last straw. He's like, Daddy, can you get him to rub his dick on my face next time? And he's like, no.
And then the wife sleeps with one of the players.
She has sex with him in the stand during the game. That's like whenever they play tricks on the guys, that's one of the tricks he plays. So like they're faking him out with the basketball. Some guy's playing the trumpet for some reason, and then that guy, when the guy looks to like look where the ball is, he sees in the stand that the guy's fucking his wife, and then he shoots a 3-pointer as he's doing his wife doggy, and he makes it, and then that's the game-winning shot. And they're like, gotcha, and he's like, that was way too far. I didn't sign up for this. That's a good. I'd watch basketball if that's what they did. That's what it needs to become. There needs to be more. There needs to be the Harlem Globetrotters of every sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like basketball. Well, they already have the basketball, but like baseball, football, soccer. Like all of them need
just a
joke. Yeah, disrespectful joke team.
Overly talented.
Too good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're just playing normal people. Like.
Yeah.
The office building on the 5th floor.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Just have like Cheryl, somebody just get like
fucking just the football move where one goes for the legs behind him and the other one takes out the shoulder and it just splits him in half. It makes him does like a double backflip.
Yeah.
And they get down in like push up position right next to the fucking person's face and talk shit to him while they get the wind knocked out of them. Their left arm's broken and shriveled.
They do a dance every time. I would hate to be the quarterback.
Every time they do a dance, they do a victory dance while they're lining up. You know what I mean? They already know that they won. There's no chance. Sometimes there's a stick of dynamite in the ball, so when there's like an interception for the office team and they catch it, the guy just blows up and dies, and it's real dynamite.
And the quarterback always puts a string on the ball where he can just like throw the ball, yank it back.
Pull it back.
Yeah.
I'd watch sports then.
If it was a comedy.
Exactly. Comedy, but with action also.
Yeah.
That, like, you know, and I know it is a lot of action, but at the same time, I can go watch a movie where robots transform into cars and then shoot missiles out of their hands. So why would I want to watch you catch a ball? You know what I mean?
I like how you said that sentence because I thought you was going to say, I could watch a robot transform into a car and shoot missiles out of that. Now I'm thinking, like, why don't you do a car transform to a robot, then shoot the missiles? But you could do both. Like, no one's holding the robot back.
That's exactly it. I want free speech for the car version of robots. Do you think that they're second-class citizens? Like the ones who can turn into planes or cars? Do you think they're like, look at this bitch, has to drive everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly.
Especially the spaceships are probably just
like...
Oh,
dude, the spaceships are the kings, man.
Yeah. Optimus Prime flew into space, so like...
Yeah. But he did it as a robot.
Yeah. Because he's a baller.
That's true.
He's like, I don't need to transform nothing. I can do this on my own. Just... Gah!
He had a jetpack for some reason.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know how he got that, but it's just there now.
It was just like a fork. Like
It was a fork?
No.
That's the extreme transformation in this movie. Silverware just becomes jetpacks and rocket launchers.
No, he's a truck, right? 18-wheeler. It was just his bed of his, like he was carrying a load.
He was carrying a jetpack.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have to sign in at way stations?
That's so funny.
I feel like there's a lot, like you see always those road signs that says like no trucks allowed.
Yeah.
Do you think he gets pissed?
He probably does.
Because he's like, why didn't I just pick a car?
Yeah.
Why did I have to pick something that's excluded? Like the only vehicle on the road that's excluded are 18-wheelers and big trucks like that. So he just can't go to places.
Yeah.
Unless he becomes a robot.
He has to step over like...
Yeah. Because there's no sign that says no giant robots.
Yeah, he's just like...
He's got to run the rest of the way.
Yeah.
What about the people inside of them? Like if I'm driving the car and the car becomes a robot, am I still inside the robot? Or do I die because it folded?
Well, in the movie, they shot them out of the vehicle. Like, as soon as it started transforming, it's like, shoot! And like, ah!
So you can't be inside of him when he transforms?
Yeah, that sounds super dangerous. I'm pretty sure they could probably do it because they're alien robots.
What happens to all the glass and, like, fabric and rubber, like all the soft...
Yeah.
The non-metal parts, what happens to that when they transform?
Why do they have soft parts?
Because they're cars.
Yeah. Okay.
And they gotta blend in.
Do you think is the fabric a metal? You know,
I don't know.
Those are hella good questions.
Like the seat belts and stuff?
Yeah.
What do they do with those? Why haven't they used like their insides as weapons?
Do the seatbelts are these like their soft organs?
That's what I was thinking too. Or maybe their hands could be like the cushion part while they touch stuff.
The tires are not that tough.
Yeah. Also, the cars aren't that tough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're punching each other in the face real hard.
Yeah.
And they're both pieces of metal. If I drove into you that fast, it would dent immediately.
They must be very hard cars.
Yeah.
They must be hella uncomfortable. Not meant to be ridden in. It's probably you gotta sit down like you're sitting at a stool.
But they look just like other cars, though. That's their whole thing, is that they blend in. You can't tell the difference between them and a normal Earth car.
Oh.
Besides when they transform or talk to you. But even now, I mean, Tesla's coming out with that AI car, and that's going to get real hard.
Yeah, no, most Teslas could drive themselves down highways.
I wouldn't trust it.
It works.
I'm not going to trust it. I'm not going to trust self-driving cars until the internet works properly.
That would be never. You'd never drive a self-driving.
I mean, how many times have you been on just like trying to load up a recipe on a website, and it just doesn't, and it just won't load, or it takes too long?
It's because the server's down or something like that.
Okay, so what happens when the server's down and I'm going 90 miles?
You're probably like, hey, we gotta do manual now. And it's just
It's going to give me a heads up?
yeah.
How many times has your GPS been like, oh, I gotta reroute,
A
or
lot.
the signal lost? What happens? You're going downhill.
They're probably just, oh, are you headed towards the
Signal
curve?
lost. Yeah.
It'll probably speed up.
Okay.
And then say, hey, you gotta put the shit in manual, you gotta drive it. You know, it's just a,
As you're tumbling down the side of the hill.
Yeah.
It's like, you take over. It's like, well, we're already dead, so. You came at me a little too late.
And then they'll put like, how would you rate our service?
It's probably 3 stars.
At least they drove you.
Yeah, they did drive me half the way there.
Yeah. You gotta give it a little slack. You know?
So Tesla, if you want to sponsor this podcast, I mean,
we gave you 3 stars
we
already.
gave you 3 stars, and we included the fact that you might kill us. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think.
You already know we'll get popular.
Like I'm saying, like it's not gonna get lower than 3 stars because dying is the worst thing you can do.
Most likely.
Yeah. Well, like as a car company, to drive them into traffic is probably the worst thing to do. That's how you know you're not a good car company.
Yeah.
But I'm telling Tesla, even if you do that, I'll give you 3 stars.
Now, again, 5 stars will be hard.
It's going to be very difficult.
But the 4 stars, that's probably our honest opinion.
It's got to come with one of his flamethrowers attached already, built in.
Not a flamethrower. And kids...
What?
I probably shouldn't say that.
What?
I'll tell you after this one.
Okay.
Because it's bad, but it's a great idea. It's about killing.
Okay. Well, you can't say it's a great idea and then it's about killing.
Yeah.
No. Unless it's on how to stop it.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. That's...
But I won't tell people because, you know, they'll get cocky. And
well, then you ruined it again.
No, they'll get cocky and they'll get themselves some dangerous situations.
On trying to stop killing?
Yeah.
So we
leave that to the professionals, people. Don't be a Viligilanta.
Yeah, don't be one of those because that's too hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Viligilanta? Okay. Yeah, I think we did over... How long have we done? We've done over 30 minutes for sure. It's almost an hour. We've done 40 minutes. Okay. So these are... Tom was about to sneeze. That's all right.
Yeah.
These are a new... You know, we're trying to cut down to 30 minutes. We have a couple that are an hour. We have a couple that are 30 minutes. Let us know what you folks think. Should we keep it an hour? Should we keep 30 minutes? Should we stop?
Should we just kill ourselves?
I mean...
I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that last
I'll think about it more if you guys tell me to. You know? I wouldn't... I don't know if I'd go through with it, but I definitely, like, get the equipment.
You have the equipment.
I have the equipment. That's true. But I'd want to build something.
Something cool.
Yeah, like I'd build, like...
something a big inconvenience to many people in the metro neighborhood, you know?
Yeah. I'd build things, like, without a permit.
Metropolitan. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, blow up a bridge or...
No.
Yeah.
I'd build the bridge.
Oh.
I'd build, like, a fake bridge. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But I'll do it right next to a real bridge so that they have the option. Like, because it's going to be... Because I'm building it.
Build a bridge that's a jump.
Over their bridge?
Yeah, over their bridge.
So that they can't be on their bridge? Is that what you're saying? Just bypass their big bridge?
Yeah, it's like...
That's what the sign is.
Yeah.
Vroom, boom. Okay, yeah. Let us know in the comments and also in our... Oh, wait, you had something to say?
The Dukes of Hazzard. Just use the Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
Without the Confederate flag.
Go watch the Dukes of Hazzard. Go get a Confederate flag. Get it tattooed on your neck. And join the Klan. Those were your steps?
No.
No, that's not what you asked them to do?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never put it on your neck.
I misunderstood. Anyways, so this has just been a chat. That's it. That's all this is. It's nothing big. It's nothing special.
So put up your shopping carts.
Put up your shopping carts, please.
Turn signals.
And use your turn signals when you drive. And that's really all we're asking. If we can get one person in the world to rethink leaving their shopping cart in a parking space that is not meant to hold shopping carts, this podcast has been a success.
It's been more than a success.
And my life has been a success.
We probably changed the world just by that one person.
Just that one person. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, people. Just be that one person. If you don't put up your shopping carts, just do it once.
Yeah.
Do it one time and use your turn signals when you drive. Because why wouldn't you?
That's why they're there.
That's why they're there. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for listening to Just a Chat, and we'll try to get back to you next time.
All right.